This is the most comfortable wilderness survival I have ever seen. Strange men and women team up to survive in the wild for 21 days. No food, no water, no clothes. Relying on their own survival skills. They have to find a way to find food. Build a shelter. If you meet a teammate with a similar personality on the way. Sleeping at night allows for direct close contact. Successfully complete the challenge and win $100,000. This issue's challenge location, Alabama in North America. The weather here is bad. The temperature difference between day and night is tremendous. At the same time, there are thousands of black bears circling around, not to mention the degree of danger. The female contestant participating in the challenge is named Harris. Often participate in some outdoor cycling activities, but also learning all kinds of primitive skills from an early age. As soon as he has money in his pocket, he will travel the world. Joining this challenge is purely for excitement. And the male contestant on the other side is not a weight either. Stephen is a professional adventurer. They often hunt wild animals around the world. My favorite thing to do is to push the envelope. As a true master hunter, he claimed that he must make his teammates live a happy life. After arriving at the birth point in the foot trampolines, the two quickly took off their clothes. I thought the first meeting would be awkward. It turns out that the charm of Charles is really alright. I haven't seen them wild. I completely just stare at his. And that's all I could focus on. I didn't even know what his face looked like. I just. Right to that. I'm not enough. There you go. It's. Okay, this operation will directly kill Stephen. After a little relaxation, he took out the map. Determine the direction of travel. They're going all the way east. Reach the river. There will be a camping roof for two. However, you must not be careless when walking in this area. Sharp economic spikes are everywhere. Not only was his upper body bruised all over, even private parts are doomed. En route, the relationship between the two became closer. Although physically suffering, but mentally, it's enjoyable. After 2.5 hours of hard work, they finally reached the riverbank. The journey along the river can be reduced by more than half. Halfway, Harris also admitted that he would sleep with his teammates at night. As for Stephen, although the surface is very calm, but in fact, my heart has already blossomed. It will be dark in another hour and a half. They had to build the silver coins quickly. Just found an empty roof on the shore. The two then began collecting sticks. Quickly a single bed. And Kyra started using flint. Thanks to the fact that the environment here is quite dry at the moment, the fruit paste ignited effortlessly. As night falls, the two cooked themselves a pot of boiled water, a little bit of hydration. They lay together and entered the dream. Extreme similarity in personality let the two basically have endless questions to talk about. Looking at this situation, it is estimated that it will heat up soon. It was midnight. Two people who can't stand the cold, they hug each other naturally. Good guy. Is it really that the gun will not go off if it is so close? Wait until the next morning. Basically, neither of them slept well. The reason is that there was a small animals are moving around in front of them, so noisy that they basically didn't sleep all night. Therefore, in order to improve the quality of sleep at night, they're going to put the roof up today. Chopped a few sticks slender enough. Tie it with vines to form a tripod. Gather a little green leaves later. I wanted to finish all the work today. The result is constant hunger. I feel that the two have to rest in place. So I worked on and off all day. Nightfall. The two also hugged each other and slept together. But it's still not enough. Sharis was lying on top of his teammates. Dude, this operation is really capped. If that's how you play it, then I'm going to sign up. Just spend the night next to each other. Wait until the third day. The two of them who woke up in the morning were not embarrassed at all. According to Stephen. That's just to keep warm. Since the two have not entered for 3 days and 3 nights. Food. Find something to eat today no matter what. The two went to the river for a long time. And they didn't find any fish or shrimp. Just then, Stephen suddenly saw something ahead. So I ran over immediately. It turned out to be a spicy strip swimming in the water. He directly went down with a stick and sent it to pick up the box lunch, bring back to camp, put it directly into the iron pan and cook. After 2.5 minutes, I also enjoyed the delicious food. The taste of spicy strips of meat naturally goes without saying. It tastes like chicken. Protein nails are more than 10 times that of beef. To be able to eat such delicious food, this made Charis rave about his teammates. After eating and drinking, night soon came. Because hugging and sleeping is still not tight enough, so Stephen lay directly on top of his teammates again. Good guy, it turns out that your mother changes it every day, right? Survive well. It has now become their honeymoon. Wait until the 4th day. So far, the most basic problem has been solved. They have to maintain this situation now. So I started looking around again for food. Pretty soon, they discovered wild silons that were edible. The rhizomes of this plant are safe to eat. And it tastes pretty sweet. So they packed a big bundle. Rushed back to camp. Slan can eat in addition to. It can also be used as a shampoo. However, and just when Harris wanted to slice it, but accidentally cut his finger. Soon the medical team rushed over and began dressing the wound. And Stephen was there, encouraging him. It looks like I'm treating my girlfriend like this. After finishing, the two did not write. Stephen started washing his teammates' hair. You think that's it? And there's something even more outrageous. Harris also asked him to clean himself up. I have to say that you two are indeed a little too close. After the challenge is over, you are not allowed to go home and have a good rest. Nightfall. The two still sleep together. Wait until the 5th day, in order to get enough protein. Stephen took his teammates out hunting again. Although deer footprints were found by the river, but after turning around for a long time, they didn't find any prey. Until the 6th day, they are still searching for food in the jungle. Nightfall. Lots of wolves are starting to appear around. Fortunately, the two of them have the blessing of a fire source, not worried about them breaking into the camp. As time came to the 8th day, Stephen made a handful of long hairs especially for hunting. According to the trail in the jungle, he concluded that there should be many small animals. So came the 10th day. The two took their equipment and went hunting again. Soon there was movement in the bushes ahead. Stephen said nothing, just grabbed the spear and rushed over. With a stick, he successfully caught the prey. A closer look turned out to be a wild overlying water. The meat on this thing can be imagined. Come to the river and clean up the fur. I thought it would be a good meal after cooking. And Charles tasted it. Later, said it was unpalatable. Stephen, who did not believe in evil, also stuffed the rat meat into his mouth. I never thought the meat in this bowl was real. You can't eat it with confidence at all. Nightfall. The two did not sleep together today. Wait until day 14. They basically threw away all the appendages. Then he went back to the jungle in search of new food. I thought I wouldn't catch anything good today. Suddenly, a lindane appeared on the ground. Auspicious-tailed snake. This scared Charis. However, for them, this is a hard-won dinner. Stephen first held his tongue to the ground with a stick. Then a machete goes down directly to separate the gas head. When he came to the river to process the entrails of snakes, looking at the beating heart of the snake, he stuffed it directly into his mouth and enjoyed the sashimi. Then they put the spicy strips of meat in a pot to cook. This taste is really unspeakable. Sure enough, the bigger the body, the better the taste. The two of them sat in the camp and gnawed at the commoner. The body has replenished energy. Nightfall. It began to rain heavily. This undoubtedly adds another dimension to their lives. Dignity. Heavy rain continued for 3 days and 3 nights. And during that time, they hardly ever went outside. We don't know what else to do when the camera is turned off. Wait until day 17. The continuous rainy days made their camp. The earth becomes confused, and the fire source is also directly extinguished, although the two can hold each other warm at night. But it's probably hard to hold on without fireflies. So the two began to find a way to live again. And the sky was dark again. Nightfall. Harris climbed on top of his teammate again. If you say you really didn't do anything, I don't believe it at all. Wait until day 18. After a whole day of unremitting efforts, Stephen finally raised the firefly. There's fire. The two of them regained their former vitality. In the blink of an eye, it's finally time to go home, throw out the map and study the route. Before leaving, Harris made a pair of straw sandals on purpose. They had to walk a kilometre south. The spikes on the way were stabbed and scared. Random clip. Fortunately, his teammates have been in front of him to encourage him. In the end, the two also successfully reached the target location, with the slow arrival of the for trampolines. This competition is finally over. This time, not only will you be able to split $100,000 equally, even the two can achieve positive results.